Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's Joey here again, coming to you with an uncut video, meaning it might be sloppy, I might stutter, but I'm going through it as fast as I can. So I haven't had a lot of time to play lately. I'm on a win streak of 6 now. We're going to analyze it next. I need to swap to the replay channel because these two are not safe thanks to the update, but I got them there. So far, this is like 5 days ago, I'm on very little playtime. I had no losses in Diamond 5, and then this was my progress so far. So I'm on 5 losses this season, so I might not be fast, but I'm definitely effective. So we're going to start with those replays. I'm looking them up as we go. I could have done this more efficient, but uncut. These two, okay. We're gonna start at this. So in this win streak of 6, there's a lot of melees. There is some Ryzeal. All we like to see right now, well, maybe you don't want to face it, but it's the information that we want to see right now. This first duel, we open no monsters at all, which is always one step behind because the monsters floodgate very effectively. My opponent does full loss. Okay, so I know that's not gonna hurt me. I do draw into a Necro Valley. That is perfect for a lot of decks. I got Solemn Judgment, Crackdown. I feel confident right here. Now, my opponent playing Ryzeal. He's going to jump straight into combos. This is going to negate the Necro Valley, which is unfortunate. But we won't give up. We're saving Judgment for Detonator. Here it is. So we're doing that. Dumping that straight in the graveyard. Another sword comes out. We're stealing that. I don't want my opponent to set up another rank 4 play. So it's back to me, and I draw Draco Utopian Aura, which is fantastic. If he has an Xyz monster and it activates, I can send it to the graveyard and lock it there. So this card, the cross, it won't work. You cannot draw cards from the graveyard. Here I super poly because my opponent had 2 level 4s again. I'm trying to save my Utopian Aura. And that worked perfectly. So the trick was, do not let him get into Xyz plays, or don't let him get 2 level 4 monsters on the field at all. Next one, uncut, remember? So sorry I'm not around that much lately. Again, I'm on very little playtime. There's some personal stuff going on. I apologize. I will be back very soon. Now, almost same as last game. We start with pot of E, but this time we get ashed, so we have even less cards to play with. Luckily we have the Necro Valley. Clockwork Knight could be a floodgate sometimes. And we have a Crackdown and Impulse in hand. So, we're facing Malice. Now, first thing I wanted to do is snatch this card before it activates. Sometimes they put a card down to bluff. This time it wasn't, so we could debate if this Crackdown was the correct play or not. It was more of a risk it all, or, well, if it was a trap, I had to activate it somewhere, right? There was no stopping that train if it was a trap. So we had to negate that. Here I use Impulse to negate the White Rabbit coming on the field, because I don't want him on 3 monsters. That would enable his whole combo, and the White Rabbit could set another trap. Now, in this scenario, same story. He has 3 monsters on the field now, but I have Draco Utopian Aura again. So as soon as a special summon monster activates, in this situation, the Cryptor, it will be dumped and stuck. That's important, in the graveyard. He cannot come out with Necro Valley. And he's only gonna play 1. He should only play 1. Now this is a little bit of who draws into a correct card first. We draw an Impulse, which is okay. It can stop him from going into combo before we get any floodgates out. Now we draw a second one. That's unfortunate. That's not what we wanted to see. But again, we have to wait. My opponent, now he's starting to play, and I instantly stop it. So happy I had that Impulse. This play, I think, was a misplay. If I was him, I would have always dumped a Dormouse, which he didn't. Then it got a little bit messy, I think. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but I'll take it. I'll take it anyway. Maxis, that's not an issue. Now we got a barrier statue on the field with a Clockwork Knight to back it up. So this is where I feel really strong. Unless he has a good face down card, there is no coming back from this, and he scoops it up. So it was a little bit messy, but you could see, just as the Ryzeal duel before, we really had to stop him from getting bodies on the field. We stopped him from getting into the combo line. Now we can get back to the match history. These two we just run, so we're going back against Branded Despia. I will spoil that much. Hurry up, hurry up. We're on cut. We're on cut. On the timer. Hurry up, hurry up. There we go. So we have a decent hand to go first. We got a lot of negates with Purge and Impulse. Of course, we don't know what we're playing yet when this is live, but it's a 60 card deck, so I'm feeling confident. There's no adding, which is always good against a 60 card deck. There is no cards from the graveyard, which is also good against a 60 card deck. But my opponent takes a big risk and loses it all. So that was a quick win, and we'll go back into game number 4. Originally this was a win streak 5, then I played one more. I figured I'll just record on hindsight. It became a win streak 6. Now I'm thinking, what if it's becomes 7? Do I record again? But I'll just stop here. Now this is a little bit unfortunate because we have nothing to go second, but my opponent also draws nothing to go first. And we got all we need to get Malice locked in here. So this card is now stuck in grave, and we have a Barrier statue under Clockwork. That's all we need. There is no coming back from that. So that was very lucky. There was no skill in that. That was just plain luck. He bricked worse than I did. I had to go first hand, and I could go first, going second. Now, next one. Here we're going second again. And we have good cards to go second. So Purge, Impulse, very good cards. Now here's the Dormouse, which we do not want on the field. So stop that. Now, he can still have a normal summon. In which case, I use my Impulse. So the only thing that I could have stopped was a Chessie. If he would search a card, I could have purged. It would be popped because I have Trap and Grave. Stop that. If it was a White Rabbit, I was in a rough spot, so to speak. But I stopped it. I draw into Clockwork again. I get a barrier on the field. So now I'm not safe because I am not on the Clockwork, but I have Solemn Strike to pretty much back up any monster effect that will be activated. So for example, if he summons a White Rabbit, it will activate, I can pop it. I don't know what happened, but it looks so easy, I know. And I do get in hopeless situations sometimes. That's where the 5 losses come from. You can't win them all, but so far it's pretty good. Even though this hand going first isn't the greatest either. So we are playing defensively in a lot of games. And I know we are coming back quite easily. Like, it only takes one step to come back. It was never really breaking a board or something. Now here, Ryzeal again. So I let this go. And here we really have to focus on when to use which negate. So I could have used Purge on the small world, but I was assuming it was Ryzeal, and I rather do my strike first, so I have a trap, engrave, and then pop another one with a Purge. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So now we stopped. Was this a normal summon? Yes, we stopped the normal summon. Okay, now this one can special summon itself and search these chain link blocks, which is really good from him. But we know they all search, so still waiting here. Got a super poly to back it up. Now he searches, and now I use Purge, so I can pop this Ryzeal sword, and there is no 2-level force. If he had another one, yeah, it would have been unstoppable. Probably a light, so I could have used super poly, but didn't work. Now I want to get that card. No, wait. I was waiting for a second card to come, but it never did. So I did keep my crackdown. Super happy to draw into Necro Valley. So these cards are not coming back from the graveyard. And just waiting. Just waiting. Right here. Straight before it activates, we steal this card. So no Xyz summoning for you. That was a little bit dumb. That wouldn't work on the Necro Valley. But again, this is what we do. Do not let him draw into, or do not let him get 2 level 4s on the board. Now we use Tachyon to get a Fossil Dyna, and he knows what time it is, so it's over. So that is a win streak of 6. I will do a quick deck profile after this, so Spectro7 will not get mad at me, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye guys.